Hello. Today, you will hear a story about a man's revenge. My parents and I lived in a small apartment. As a child, I did not have a wide variety of toys. My father earned as much as he could, but this money was constantly not enough. Our apartment was rarely renovated and there was not much furniture. At the time when I was little, the furniture was not cheap, but there was no special assortment. The factory furniture that stood in our house was the same as in many other families. Brown cabinets and cabinets, which were very large and took up a lot of space in the room. And to make furniture to order was very expensive. Since childhood, I loved to study how furniture is made. It was a kind of that could be assembled in various shapes and any size. I dreamed that when I grow up, I will have my own furniture factory where I can make very beautiful furniture. And so it happened. I worked at various furniture factories, carried out a variety of orders, gained experience in order to become a real master in this business. And I raised money to start my own business. Gradually, I managed to raise money with which I was able to buy my first equipment for the production of furniture. These machines were quite old, but still in good condition because I could not buy new equipment. And so my furniture company gradually began to develop. I was engaged in the individual production of cabinet furniture. I knew where it was possible to purchase material below market value, negotiated deliveries, hired the first people who began to fulfill the first orders. The work was worn out. It was much easier for me to work in other people's factories, but the desire to open my own company made me work hard at it, and I started to succeed. In this turmoil, I completely put aside my personal life. I didn't have much time to make friends or start a family, but soon an incredible change took place in my life. Her name was Audrey. We met her when I was just starting to develop my business. She was the daughter of one of my first customers. She had fiery hair and beautiful blue eyes. She was damn attractive, and I immediately liked her. Audrey came to consult me about the choice of furniture. "Charlie, good afternoon. I'm here for a consultation." Came to my office Audrey. "You must be Audrey, right?" I asked her. "Yes. Exactly." "Great. Come on. Sit down. Here are the catalogs and sample materials. Let's get started." Audrey came. In a beautiful light dress with polka dots. She placed her purse on a small chest of drawers in the corner of the room. Carefully picked up her dress with her hands and sat down at the table opposite me. I moved my chair closer to her so I could more easily view the samples. Her delicate, but very fragrant perfume blew me away. It was one of the most beautiful scents I have ever smelled. I tried to concentrate on my work, but my gaze was hard to break from her incredibly beautiful neck. "And so Audrey, look, I would advise you to choose facades made of MDF board. They are very heavy, but they amazingly display any shade you are interested in. There is a nuance since these facades weigh a lot, then for them, you need to immediately take a more reliable amount. Such furniture will be more expensive, but it will have a completely different look than cheaper ones." "Look, Charlie." "Yes. I see. It's much better than what other companies offered me. And the price you have, to be honest, is lower than others." With delight answered Audrey. "That's wonderful. I do not hide the fact that my company has only recently begun its existence. But we are working with our small team to ensure that everything is done with the highest quality. And at the same time, we reduce the price as much as possible. Charlie, I agree to opt for you." "Well, then I will prepare a contract and I will contact you soon." "Okay. Deal. Have a nice day, Charlie." Audrey looked at me with a smile. "Have a nice day too, Audrey." I smiled back. After a while, we finished Audrey's project. Everything was installed at home. I came to the site to inspect everything personally. Audrey was there. "Charlie, you finally arrived. I wanted to personally thank you for the work of art. I don't even know what to complain about. I have never seen a job done so well." With admiration said Audrey. "It's very nice to hear that. I'm really glad that you liked everything," I answered. "Charlie, I understand that you are a very busy person, but still, can you find some free time in your schedule to drink coffee with me?" Audrey asked me with narrowed eyes and a smile. "Audrey, I can always find time for you. Maybe then tonight at about 7 o'clock, I'll pick you up." "Fits perfect. Then look forward to the evening." "Okay, Audrey. I'll pick you up." At this time, I felt like a boy in love who saw it in the clouds. I was very pleased that Audrey herself offered to meet outside of work. Otherwise, I would have proposed to her. This evening was unforgettable. Like so many others, Audrey and I became very close and started dating. And after while we got married, everything was just gorgeous. It's been 18 years of our marriage together. My business was booming. I was less and less present at the production. I hired a head of production whose name was Constantine. He was an experienced guy. I liked his work. He supported all my narratives regarding quality and timing. Production continued to run like clockwork. Audrey was also a fairly non-poor family. Audrey worked all her life for her father. But a sad incident happened. The father's company went bankrupt. Audrey was left without a job. But I arranged it for my production without any problems. She was in charge of bookkeeping and procurement of materials. We were fine again, but the situation changed when I had to go on another business trip. "Orgary, honey, I need to go abroad again for a couple of weeks. I will negotiate to open our branch. My sweet, 2 whole weeks without you. So long?" Audrey asked worriedly. "Honey, this is a very important deal. I myself do not want to leave for so long, but it is necessary. You know, I promise I will find time every day to chat with you, honey. If there is an opportunity, then come back as soon as possible." "Definitely. My love. The work of the company is on you. Don't let me down. You can rely on Constantine. He also knows a lot of things, so you can handle it." "Okay, darling." And so I left on business. With Audrey, unfortunately, I did not get to talk every day. But she also acted a little strange. When I called her, she constantly did not pick up the phone and called back only after a few hours. Audrey said that there is a lot of work and she is very busy, but I did not understand what she could be so busy with, but work in production was even less than usual. I felt a coolness in communication with Audrey, as if she was moving away from me. When I arrived, Audrey welcomed me with open arms. "Honey, finally you came. I missed you," Audrey said with a forced smile. "Hi, sweetheart. I miss you too," I answered. "Honey, you signed a new contract without me." "No. What did you get?" "It's just that you've been so busy all this time that I thought about a new deal." "No, darling. Just at one time, there were a lot of nuances and everything had to be resolved quickly. So that's why it all dragged on." Okay. I did not dig into the details and ask even more. After all, I just arrived. I decided not to think about it anymore. Soon I arrived at my favorite production where work was in full swing. Everything seemed to be in order. I went to the sawmill, which rang very loudly for the whole workshop. The guys were just cutting new sheets. They did not notice me, but I just stood not far from them looking at everything around. Suddenly, the sawmill stopped. The guys had just finished their work, and I heard their conversation. "And the head of ours is still that womanizer. Have you heard? Are you talking about Constantine fucking the boss's wife?" "Well, yes. I only recently found out. I saw them together." "Yes. It's been a long time. Just let's talk less about it. Otherwise, we won't say hello. This is absolutely none of our business. Let them figure it out themselves." I was shocked by what I heard and approached the guys closer. Guys who are there and who should deal with. Boss. We didn't even notice you. Yes. We are talking about our own. Fright, and responded one of them. It's clear, guys didn't notice anything strange while I was gone. No, boss. Everything is in order. Everything is as always. The guys were afraid to tell me, but I did not blame them and did not ask questions. I had to find out the truth myself. It's just that number one will tell me anything. Suddenly, I remembered about the video surveillance cameras in production. I had never seen them before, but now they would be very useful. I went into a small room where there was a server. But the video was deleted. It made me clearly feel bad. Very well, I had a remote server, and the video was copied and stored on the remote server. I started watching the video. Suddenly on one of the videos I saw Konstantin and Audrey in my office. Finally, your husband dumped on a business trip. Konstantin said with relief. Don't tell me. I'm so tired of him myself. It will be necessary to take this reduction to yourself as soon as possible. Audrey answered. So let's do it. Charlie will not have time to come to his senses as he will be on the street. Okay. Enough about my husband. Let's talk about more pleasant things. Audrey spoke playfully, pulling Konstantin to her by the belt on his trousers. And then I saw them fucking right on my desktop. It hurt me to look at it. The bitter truth made me open my eyes. My life has been shrouded in lies and betrayal. Anger and hatred boiled in my head. I didn't understand why she did this to me. After everything I did for her, I paid this bastard a very good salary. And these bitches decided to circle me around their finger. When they stopped beating me, I understood only one thing: so that I could live in peace after such a betrayal, I had to take revenge on them in full. And I have a plan for revenge. I'll make those bastards sorry. Audrey, honey, I'm so glad. You and Konstantin did a great job with everything while I was gone. And the guys did a good job, and we haven't had a corporate party in so long. I decided to have a party. In the afternoon, we will hold a meeting right at the factory. I want to personally thank you and Konstantin. Dear, how nice to hear. And what did you prepare? It will be surprise. Audrey asked playfully. Yes, dear. You definitely did not receive such surprises from me. You will be simply shocked. This, I promise you. I answered with a wicked smile. And that day has come. We were located in the furniture assembly shop. There was a lot of space here. From the remnants of various materials, the craftsman made an excellent graphite-colored table. He was big and stable. I ordered snacks from a restaurant that was not far from us. Everything was ready for the celebration. Guys, I want to thank everyone for the work done. You all did a good job. Separately, I want to mention Konstantin and Audrey. Guys, come to me. Audrey ran out to me with a smile. Konstantin came up behind her. Guys, I decided to thank you exactly what you deserve. I hope you like it. I said and cut the rope. From above, attached to the ceiling, a huge poster began to unfold. This poster showed Audrey with her legs spread, between which was Konstantin with a bare ass. Well done, bastards! I shouted. What is it? What is it? Audrey screamed. It's you, bitch. It's you. You're a freak, shouted Konstantin and wanted to run up to me. Cool down, you bastard. I shouted, grabbed a bucket of brown paint, and doused these gals from head to toe. Great color. You both suit the color of shit. I don't want to hear anymore. Konstantin. I'll see you again. I'll tear off your stupid head. I'll make it impossible for you to find a normal job in manufacturing. So pack your things and get out of here. And you, dear, thank me well for my care. I will repay you with the same coin. I'm filing for divorce. And you can't go back home. I have already safely collected all your things in bags and taken them to the nearest garbage dump. Now you both are waiting for exactly the life you are counting on. Get out of here." The pain trickled slowly down the hair of these bastards, it flowed into their shoes. And when these bastards left the production, their shoes squeaked funny. Soon I divorced Audrey. All my business and estate was insured, so Audrey didn't get anything. Constantine, completely left in an unknown direction. I did not see him again. And I opened new branches. There was much more work, but the income also increased nicely so that I could continue to live contented and happy. Dear listeners, your support is very important to us. If you like our story,